एकदा दानवेन्द्रस्य धर्मिष्ठानां कन्यका सखी सहस्रसंयुक्ता गुरुपुत्र्या च भामिनी देवजान्या पुरोद्याने पुष्पितद्रुमसङ्कुले व्यचरत् कलगीताळी नलिनी पुलिनी अबला सुगोवाच सुखदेव गोस्वामी said सुखदेव गोस्वामी कहिले एकदा once upon a time एकदा दानवो इन्द्रस्य वृषपर्वाङ्कर शर्मिष्ठा नाम by name नामनी कन्यका a daughter एक कन्या सखी सहस्र संयुक्ता accompanied by thousands of friends सखी संयुक्ता हुई गुरुपुत्र्या daughter of the Guru Sukracharya Guru Sukracharya कन्या का सह also Madhya Bhamini very easily irritated सहज क्रोध प्रकाश करते देवजान्या with देवजानी देवजानी का सह पुरोद्याने within the palace garden पुरोद्याने पुष्पिता full of flowers Puspita, Druma, with nice trees, Sundar Buddha Sambalita, Sankure, congested, Sankura, Vyacharat was walking, Parbraun Kostale, Palo Gita, with very sweet sounds, Sundar Gita Vadya, Ali, with bumblebees, Brahmar Gandasa, Nalini, with lotuses, Padmasa, Pulini, in such a garden, ये प्रकार एक उपवन है अबला innocent अबला शिशु को वाचो एकदा दानवेन्द्रस्य शर्मिष्ठानां कन्यका सखी सहस्र संयुक्ता गुरुपुत्र्या च भामिनी देवजान्या पुरोद्याने पुष्पितद्रुमसङ्कुले व्यचरत् कलगीताळी नलिनी पुलिनी अबला. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Sukadeva Goswami said, one day Vrishaparva's daughter Sharmishtha was innocent but angry by nature, was walking with Devadani, the daughter of Sukracharya, and with thousands of friends in the palace garden. The garden was full of lotuses and trees of flowers and fruits and was inhabited by sweetly singing birds and bumblebees. Shlokarori अनुवाद कहूँ श्री सुखदेव गोस्वामी कहले दिने वृषपर्वांक कन्या शर्मिष्ठा जे कि बड़ सरल थिले किंतु साधारण कथारे क्रोध प्रकाश करते से शुक्राचार्य कन्या देवदानी सह एवं हजार हजार सखी परिवेशित हो पूरा उद्यान में भ्रमण करते से उद्यान जो सरोवर थिला जब पद्म पुष्प फुटला आ उद्यान में बड़ सुंदर सुंदर फूल गछ थिला फल गछ थिला एवं अति सुंदर कलनाद करुवा पक्षीगण थिले एवं शब्द करुवा भ्रमरगण थिले यह श्लोक अर्थ परवर्ती श्लोक टेक्स्ट 8 जलाशयम् आसाद्य कन्या कमललोचना तीरेण्यस्य दुकुलानि Bijahru sanchitirmitha. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. When the young lotus-eyed girls came to the bank of a reservoir of water, they wanted to enjoy by bathing. Thus they left their clothing on the bank and began sporting, throwing water on one another. Shloka Rodyanvat Kahuchi, ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ ଯୁବତୀ ପଦ୍ମଲୋଚନୀ କନ୍ୟାଗଣ ଏକ ସରୋବର କୂଳକୁ ଆସିଲେ ସେତେବେଳେ ସେମାନେ ସ୍ନାନ କରିବାକୁ ଇଚ୍ଛା କଲେ। ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସେମାନେ ସେମାନଙ୍କର ପୋଷାକ ପରିଚ୍ଛଦ ସବୁ କୂଳରେ ରଖି ଜଳ ମଧ୍ୟରେ ପ୍ରବେଶ କଲେ, ଜଳ କ୍ରୀଡ଼ା କଲେ, ପରସ୍ପରକୁ ଜଳ ପିଚକାରି ମାରିଲେ। ଏ ହେଲା ଶ୍ଲୋକର ଅର୍ଥ। ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ଶ୍ଲୋକ ଟେକ୍ସଟ 9 Vikhyavjantam girisham Sahadevyavushasthitam Sasutirjavasansi Parjadrudriditashriyah. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. While sporting in the water, the girls suddenly saw Lord Shiva passing by, seated on the back of his wool, with his wife Parvati. Ashamed because they were naked, the girls quickly got out of the water and covered themselves with their garments. Shloka Rodyanvat Kahuchi, ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେମାନେ ଜଳ କ୍ରୀଡ଼ା କରୁଥିଲେ, ସେ ବାଳିକାମାନେ ହଠାତ୍ ଦେଖିଲେ ଶିବଜୀ ତାଙ୍କର ବାହନ ବୃଷ ନନ୍ଦୀ ଉପରେ ଆରୋହଣ କରି ତାଙ୍କର ପତ୍ନୀ ପାର୍ବତୀଙ୍କ ସହ ଅନ୍ତରିକ୍ଷରେ ଗମନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି। ଆଉ ସେମାନେ ଯେହେତୁ ଉଲଗ୍ନ ଥିଲେ, ଦେଖିକିରି ବଡ଼ ଲଜ୍ଜା ପ୍ରକାଶ କଲେ। ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ଜଳରୁ ବାହାରି କୂଳରେ ଛାଡ଼ି ଦେଇଥିବା ସେମାନଙ୍କର ପୋଷାକ ପରିଚ୍ଛଦକୁ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ପରିଧାନ କଲେ। ଏ ହେଲା ଏହି ଶ୍ଲୋକର ଅର୍ଥ। ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ଶ୍ଲୋକ ଟେକ୍ସଟ 10 Sarmishta janati vaso Guruputrya samabhyakhya Guruputrya samabhyajat Suyammatva prakupita Devajanidam abravit. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Sarmishta knowingly put Devajani's dress on her own body, thus angering Devajani, who then spoke as follows. Shloka Rodyanvat Kahuchi, Sarmishta ଅଜାଣତରେ ଦେବଦାନୀଙ୍କର ପୋଷାକକୁ ତାଙ୍କ ଶରୀରରେ ଆଚ୍ଛାଦନ କରି ପକାଇଲେ, ଯାହାଫଳରେ ଦେବଦାନୀ କ୍ରୋଧ ପ୍ରକାଶ କଲେ ଏବଂ କ୍ରୋଧରେ ନିମ୍ନ ମତେ କହିଲେ। ହେଲା ଶ୍ଲୋକର ଅର୍ଥ। ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ଶ୍ଲୋକ ଟେକ୍ସଟ 11 Oho nirikhyatamasya dasya karma sampratam asmadharjam drutavati suniva haviradhare. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Oh, just see the activities of this servant maid, Sarmishta. Disregarding all etiquette, she was put on mind dress, just like a dog, snatching clarified water meant for use in a sacrifice. Shloka Rodyanvat Kahuchi, देखो, ए दासी शर्मिष्ठार क्रिया समस्त प्रकार भद्रता त्याग करी से मोर पोशाक परिधान करछि जेपरि एक कुकुर यज्ञार्थे थिबा घृत को टाणिने ये हला से प्रकार करछि। ये हला श्लोकर अर्थ। परवर्ती श्लोक 3 टेक्स्ट 12 to 14 Jairidam tapasa srustam
Jairidam tapasa srustam
Mukham pulsaha parasyaje
Mukham pulsaha parasyaje
Dharjate jairiya jyoti
Dharjate jairiya jyoti
Shiva pantha pradarsita
Shiva pantha pradarshita
Jan vandatyupatishtante
Jan vandatyupatishtante
Lokanatha sureshwara
Lokanatha sureshwara
Bhagavan api vishwatma
Bhagavan api vishwatma
Pavanam Sriniketana
Pavana Sriniketana
Vayam tatrapi bhrugava
Vayam tatrapi bhrugava
Shishyo asyana pitasura
Shishya asyana pitasura
Asmadharyam dandavati
Asmadharyam dandavati
Shudra vedam ivasati
Shudra vedam ivasati.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada. We are among the qualified Brahmanas who are accepted at the face of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Brahmanas have created the entire universe by their austerity, and they always keep the absolute truth within the core of their hearts. They have directed the path of good fortune, the path of the Vedic civilization, and because they are the only worshipable objects within this world, they are offered prayers and worshipped even by the great demigods, directors of the various planets, and even by the Supreme Personality Godhead, the Super Soul, the Supreme Purifier, the husband of the Goddess of Fortune. And we are even more respectable because we are in the dynasty of Bhrigu. Yet, although this woman's father, being among the demons, is our disciple, she has put on mind dress exactly like a Sudra taking charge of Vedic knowledge. Shloka Traya, Odia Anubhad Kahuje, Devadani, Krodh Prakash Kari Kuchandi, we depend on the remnants of foodstuffs thrown by householders in the garbage tank. Therefore, because a Brahmana depends on his disciples, when Sarmishta was heavily rebuked by Devadani, she charged Devadani with belonging to a family of crow-like beggars. It is the nature of women to fight verbally at even a slight provocation. Nature of women. As you see from this incident, this has been their nature for a long, long, long time. Nature of women, Baba. Yes. You have got on the body of a woman, so nature will work, Baba. Body of a serpent, nature will work. The body you will get, accordingly nature will work. What to do? Body of a woman you have got. So this is the nature. This is the nature. It is the nature of a woman to fight verbally at even slight provocation. As you see from this incident, this has been their nature for a long, long, long time. Not recent. Long, long time. You see. Srimad Bhagavatam, most impartial Shastra. Never looks at anybody's face and speaks. Impartial Shastra, Nirapeksha Shastra. Srimad Bhagavatam, Sampurna Nirapeksha Shastra. Ka mumsai kotha kordina. Can't teach sata kotha. Ya prabhasare, amar paramaradhyatam Gurudev, Sri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Maharaj, ja କହିଛନ୍ତି ତାର ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଅନୁବାଦ ଅଛି। କାକ ମାନଙ୍କର କୌଣସି ସ୍ୱାଧୀନ ଜୀବନ ନଥାଏ, ସେମାନେ ସମ୍ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ରୂପେ and you have to tolerate Baba because you have accepted such a woman as a nature. It's quite natural. Why are you complaining? You have accepted. The nature of woman. As we see from this incident, this has been their nature for a long, long time. ए घटनार आमे जानिबा देखिबा ये नारी चरित्र नारी स्वभाव परि बहु 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 अनादि कालरु अछि एटा is not recent development. It's from long, long time ago. The nature of a woman. Understand? Tolerate, Baba, tolerate. Yes, don't complain, tolerate it. Nature cannot be changed. Yes, because the human's body. The body you will get, similarly nature will develop. If you get a snake body, then the nature of a snake will come up. Khala, dusta, sarpo khala. You understand? Chanakya Pandit says, sarpo khala. But mantrausadhi, the snake is very, very, wicked. But he can be pacified by mantra and some medicine. But khala nivarjyate. But the human being who is khala, who is very wicked, stupid, cannot be pacified. No mantra, no medicine for him. But there is mantra and medicine for snake, serpent. He can be pacified. But a khala, such stupid, very wicked human being, such nature cannot pacify. No mantra, no medicine for him. You understand? ଏଠି କଥା ଆମର ଅଛି ବାୟସ କାକ provocative, sharper than arrows, sharper than the arrows. Some may shot some arrows, you are sure that may pierce your body, you may tolerate it, but the such words sharper than the arrows, words of a woman, intolerable. Intolerable. Yes. Piercing words, sharper than the arrows. Is very, very intolerable. Yes. It is said, even the sages, munis, they cannot tolerate. They uproot their hairs. Yes. Yes. This is the nature of woman, Baba. This is the nature of woman. When you have accepted woman, you have tolerated, Baba. What to do? Why are you complaining? Mr. Allen, why are you complaining? You have accepted a woman and you have to tolerate it. There's no other means is there. No other means is there. This is nature. A woman from very long time. long time. So, alright, let me speak in Oriya. Then I'll speak in English. It is Jodi Katha Likhiba thing. Who are not trusted at all. Nadinam Sastrapaninam Makhinam Sunginam Tada Vishwasanaiva Kartava Strisu Radhakuleshuja. The animals with the horns. You understand? Animals with horns. Don't trust them. Anyone like that. First they are thorns in you. Animals with sharp nails, you understand, should not be trusted. A king or politicians should not be trusted. You understand? And the person who is with weapon should not be trusted. A river should not be trusted. A river. Sometimes you find such knee-deep water, then tide comes, neck-deep water. Next moment. Should not be trusted. And woman. A woman should not be trusted at all. Don't disclose your confidential matters before a woman. She may be your wife, but don't disclose it. Cannot be trusted. They'll leak it out. And do you understand? Chanakya Pandit says like that. Understand? Srimankara swabda dosa achi. Chanakya Pandit kahichanti. Satoti swabda dosa achi Srimankara. Amrutam sasam maya murkhatvam. Ati seven types of natural, let's say,
False.
False. It's quite natural with them. It's nature, their nature. As this nature is there from long time. Yes, this nature of women to fight verbally even at slight provocation. As you see, from this instrument, this has been their nature long time. Yes, it's nature. Yes, you should understand, don't complain. This is nature. Baba is a woman nature. Why are you complaining? You are a fool. What is it? Anutam sahasam maya murkhattam atilobhata asochattam nirdayattam strinam dosas bhavja. 7 natural, 7 thoughts. Number 1, they never speak truth. Mithyavadita, only speak lies. And speak in such a way, you believe, oh, this is truth. But all lies, all lies. Never speak truth. Number 2, very brave. Outwardly, they seem to be very weak, but inwardly, very brave. Yes, yes. You cannot understand this thing. Outwardly very weak, say Obola. One of the synonyms is Obola. Obola means no strength at all, very weak. Some slight thing, anything happens, they will weep. Yes. They will weep. Malanam rodhanum balam. It is said also. That is their strength. They will weep. A child weeps, you understand? A woman weeps. That is their strength. When a woman weeps, then the male person becomes softer. Yes, now she is weeping, then becomes softer. Yes. Thereby, she wins it. She wins over you, Baba. She wins over you. Yes, weep. Baba is weeping. And that is their strength. That is their strength, Baba. Thereby they over it. They win over you. Yes, you should understand. This is only, what do you say? What do you say in English?
Superficial, external.
That's all.
Pretension.
Pretension only. Pretension. Only pretension. Nothing else. A child and a woman, their strength is weeping. Child weeps, then father becomes softer. And you understand? Woman weeps, wife weeps, the husband becomes softer. Yes, not weeping. Yeah. That's the strength. So mithyavadita, they never speak truth, all speak lies, odisahasa. They pretend as if very weak, but inward, very brave. Very brave, yes. Yes. Chalana, pretension, murkhata, foolishness, very greedy, ati lobha, so much greed. They are much greedier than a male. Yes, man, woman. Apavitra, they are always unclean, no cleanliness, and their nature is merciless. Merciless. You understand? No kindness is there. Outwardly only pretension, very kind, but in the heart, merciless, cruel dealings. These are 7 faults, natural faults with women. You understand? Yes. Chanakya says, their outward form is not true. Outwardly you see something, but inwardly completely different. Completely different. Woman is completely different, yes. Outwardly dealing very sweetly, speaking very sweetly, smiling, pretending very weak, do you understand, helpless. But these are all pretensions. Inward, they are very brave. Yes. So their outward form is not true at all. A different form, complete different form they have inside. You cannot understand that. You follow me? Yes. ये होची स्त्री चरित्र स्वभावता दोष कहे चाणक्य पंडित कहते फर्स्ट थिंग द नेचर ऑफ वुमेन आई सेड however elevated woman may be, the consciousness is very, very low. That incident in 6th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, you will find Chitraketu episode. Chitraketu was traveling in outer space, saw Lord Shiva was sitting in the assembly of sadhus with his wife seated on his lap. The Chitraketu saw and laughed, criticized Shivaji, and Shivaji tolerated it. Shivaji tolerated it. Yes, Shivaji, Vaishnava, sadhu, Vaishnava, Vaishnava Sambhu, so Shivaji tolerated it. But Parvati Devi wouldn't tolerate. She cursed. She cursed Chitraketu. So, as a result of the curse of Parvati, Chitraketu took birth as demon, Vrutrasura. Became Vrutrasura, you understand? So, commenting on this verse, Srila Prabhupada said that however elevated a woman may be, her consciousness is inferior. You understand? Consciousness is inferior. Yes. Durga, Parvati Devi, Durga Devi, not an ordinary woman. Very, very elevated woman. But she cursed. She couldn't tolerate it. So, commenting in this verse, Prabhupada says, however elevated woman may be, her consciousness is inferior. Do you understand? Not superior consciousness. Is woman nature and woman consciousness. You follow? And I quoted this Chanakya Pandit. A woman has 7 natural faults. This should not be trusted. All these things are there. Human nature. Second thing, crows. This verse speaks of 2 things. And Prabhupada speaks of 2 things. Crows, then nature of woman. 2 things. Crows, here Sarmistha said, you all wait at our house depending on us for your livelihood like crows. Yes. And you are saying you are Brahmana. You are waiting in our house, that depending on Brusaparva. Though disciple, but Brahman depends on his disciple, students, for his livelihood. It's like crows. Crows have no independent life. They fully depend on the remnants of the footstool thrown by his householders into the garbage tank. Yes, garbage tank. Therefore, because a Brahmana depends on his disciples, when Sarmishta was heavily rebuked by Devadani, she charged Devadani with belonging to a family of crows like beggars. Why are you saying like that? You are crow like beggars. They're waiting at our doorstep for livelihood like crows. The remnants, the household throw in garbage tank, the crows depend on it. You are crow-like. So, in Srimad Bhagavatam, find verses are there about crow. First canto, 5th chapter, 10th verse, find out. Na jad vachas chitra padam haret jaso Jagat pavitram pragurunita karichit. Tad vayasam tirtham santi manasa najatrahansa niramanti uzikkaya. There is vayasam, crow, speaks up, yes.
Those words which do not describe the glories of the Lord, who alone can sanctify the atmosphere of the whole universe, are considered by saintly persons to be like unto a place of pilgrimage for crows.
Pilgrimage for crows. Those words never glorify Supreme Lord Vasudeva. You understand? Those words are like the pilgrimage for crows. Yes, then?
Since the all-perfect persons are inhabitants of the transcendental abode, they do not derive any pleasure there.
Then they don't derive any pleasure there. Yes. Then?
That's it for the discourse. Finished.
Purport?
Crows and swans are not birds of the same feather.
Crows and swans are not birds of the same feather.
Because of their different mental attitudes. The fruitive workers or passionate men are compared to crows, whereas the all-perfect saintly persons are compared to the swans.
Swans, yes.
The crows take pleasure in a place where garbage is thrown out.
Yes. That is, Sarmishta said that like, The crows have no independent life, they fully depend on remnants of foods thrown by household in the garbage tank. Yes. It says also here, first kind of
Just as passionate fruitive workers take pleasure in wine and women,
yes,
and places for gross sense pleasure, the swans do not take pleasure in the places where crows are assembled.
Yes, swans never take pleasure in the place where crows are assembled.
For their meetings and conferences.
Meeting and conferences. Crows are there. A swan-like person never takes pleasure. Feels suffocated. What is this? It's suffocation. Such a person never speaks. He remains silent. Oh, his all crows are like a caw, 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 caw. Yes. A swan-like person, Paramahansa, is is a place of suffocation, feels suffocation. Yes. They never like it. It's a close assembly of crows only. Yes.
The swans are instead seen in the atmosphere of natural scenic beauty, where there are transparent reservoirs of water, nicely decorated with stems of lotus flowers and variegated colors of natural beauty.
Yes, swans take pleasure there, assembled there.
That is the difference between the two classes of birds.
Crows and swans.
Nature has influenced a different species of life with different mentalities, and it is not possible to bring them up in the same rank and file.
Yes. Not possible. How is it possible? In the same rank and file. It's completely different. Yes.
Similarly, there are different kinds of literature for different types of men of different mentality.
Yes. Different literature. Men of different mentality. Some persons of the mentality of crows, some persons have the mentality of swans. But different kind of literature are there. What mentality you have? Mentality of crow, isn't it? Yes.
Mostly the market literatures which attract men of the crows categories are literatures containing refused remnants of sensuous topics.
Not some sort of topics, crows take pleasure in it, yes.
They are generally known as mundane talks in relation with the gross body and subtle mind. They are full of subject matter described in decorative language, full of mundane similes and metaphorical arrangements. Yet with all that, they do not glorify the Lord.
Don't glorify the Lord.
Such poetry and prose on any subject matter is considered decoration of a dead body.
Decoration of dead body, yes.
Spiritually advanced.
And crows also put the beak and they cut dead body, yes.
Spiritually advanced men who are compared to the swans do not take pleasure in such dead literatures, which are sources of pleasure for men who are spiritually dead.
Spiritually dead, yes.
These literatures and the modes of passion and ignorance are distributed under different labels, but they can hardly help the spiritual urge of the human being. And thus, the swan-like spiritually advanced men have nothing to do with them.
Nothing to do with them.
Such spiritually advanced men are called also manasa, because they always keep up the standard of transcendental voluntary service to the Lord on the spiritual plane. This completely forbids fruitive activities for gross bodily sense satisfaction or subtle speculation of the material, egoistic mind. Social literary men, scientists, mundane poets, theoretical philosophers, and politicians who are completely absorbed in the material advancement of sense pleasure are all dolls of the material energy.
All
Dolls.
dolls of material energy, yes.
They take pleasure in a place where rejected subject matters are thrown.
Rejected subject matter, they are crow-like. Yes, remnants are thrown garbage tank, crows assemble there, and they depend on it.
According to Swami Sridhar,
Yes,
this is the pleasure of the prostitute hunters.
yes, the prostitute hunters. Sridhar Swami said, that is Vayasatirtha. Kakatirtha, Vayasatirtha, place, a pilgrimage for crows. Yes.
But literatures which describe the glories of the Lord are enjoyed by the Paramahamsas who have grasped the essence of human activities.
Yes. Finished? Vayasatirtha, Kakatirtha, place of pilgrimage for crows. You understand? That Prabhupada says, what is a women hunters? That sentence.
This purport?
No, that sentence, women, place for women hunter. Last part of the
Yes, according to Swami Sridhar, this is the pleasure of the prostitute hunters.
Yes, pleasure for prostitute hunters. That is Kakatirtha. Do you understand? A place of pilgrimage for crows. Sridhar Swami says. Veera Raghava says that is a place where the lusty persons assemble. A crow-like nature. Vijayadhara says those words of Shastra are Gour. Describes about all this, let's say, erotic descriptions, sayings, that is enjoyed by crow-like persons. Do you understand? Not the swan-like person, Paramahamsas. Prostitute hunters, that place for prostitute hunters, that Siddhanta Pradip also says, their nature, their persons is crow-like, nature of crows. You understand? And they are assembled together in such a place that is known by Vayasatirtha, place of pilgrimage for crows. You understand? The swans want to go there. Similar verse also you find in 12th canto Srimad Bhagavatam. You have 51 verse. Natad vatas chitra padam harar jaso jagat pavitram pragranita karichit tad bhankyatirtham natu hansa sevitam Jatrachyutastatra hi sadhava mala.
That's one.
Natatapatas chitra padam haret jaso. 12:51. 12th canto, 12th chapter, 51 verse. Similar verse. As you find in first canto verse, this first canto, 5th chapter, 10th verse, this similar verse you find 12th canto, 12th chapter, 51 verse. Natad batas chitra padam haret jaso jagat pavitram prabhunita karichit tadbhankyati tham napuhansa sevitam jatra chitastatra hi sadhava mala. No. That means the descriptions are the statements that don't glorify Supreme Lord Hari, do you understand? But it may be written in very nice, flowery languages, sweet languages, but don't glorify Supreme Lord Hari who purifies whole world. That literature is appreciated by the persons, those who are like crows. Do you understand? Persons, crow-like persons. Nature of those persons is that of crow. They appreciate it. You understand? But those who are devotees, they can't appreciate it. You follow? Because those who are devotees, with a purified heart, they are devotees of the Lord, they only want that literature that glorify Supreme Lord Hari. You understand? They never take pleasure in such literature. The persons, crow-like persons, they take pleasure in such fictions, stories. The glorification of the Supreme Lord is so powerful and so purifying that it purifies the whole world. The devotees, those who are fixed, those who are situated at the lotus feet of Lord Hari, Achyuta, they are always tasting the mellows, nectarian mellows emanating from the lotus feet of Lord Hari. So they are always hankering after that nectar, such literature that speaks about the glories of Lord Hari. You understand? But the crow-like persons, they cannot appreciate it because crows take pleasure at stool pit. Stool pit, yes. With their stool pit, the crows go there and take pleasure there, eating stool. Do you understand? But the devotees, those are swan-like swans. They don't appreciate it, they never go there. Those are swan-like persons, Paramahansas as a swan. Let's say, if you take out only milk,
Separate.
do you understand? From the mixture of milk and water, they separate the milk from the water. Do you understand? They are swan-like persons, Paramahansas. But the crow-like persons cannot do so. The crow-like persons cannot appreciate all these things. Crow-like persons take pleasure in such literature that speaks about the erotic descriptions. And never glorifies, all purifying Lord Hari. You understand? This verse, 12th canto, also speaks about crows. And there is crow and swans. You understand? Different, completely different. In Chaitanya Charitamrita we will find also. Madhya Lila, 8th chapter. When Mahaprabhu was traveling in South India and met Raya Ramananda on the bank of Godavari, there was conversation between Mahaprabhu and Raya Ramananda. Mahaprabhu asked many questions to Raya Ramananda answered them. So one of the questions is, Mukti Mukti Vanche Jai Kaan Tumharo Gati Mukti Mukti Vanche Jai Kaan Tumharo Gati Sthavar Deho Devo Deho Jaiche Avasiti Read it.
And what is the destination of those who desire liberation and those who desire sense gratification?
This is Mahaprabhu's question. What is the destination of those who desire liberation and destination of those who desire material enjoyment? This is the question. And Raya Ramananda answered.
Ramananda Roy replied, those who attempt to merge into the existence of the Supreme Lord will have to accept a body like that of a tree.
Yes, that destination. Those who want to merge into the body of Supreme Lord, they'll fall down and get the body of a tree. Sthabur Deho. Their consciousness is covered consciousness. Do you understand? They glide down to this such level of consciousness, that is covered consciousness. Sthabur Deho. Do you understand? Yes.
And those who are overly inclined towards sense gratification will attain the bodies of demigods.
But those who desire material enjoyment, sense gratification, they may perform many pious activities, so their destination they will be elevated to heavenly planets and get the body of demigods. So they are better than this. Those karmis, you understand, who perform pious activities for better type of material enjoyment, so they will be elevated to heavenly planets and get the body of demigods. Whereas those who desire liberation, those who desire to be merged into the body of the Lord, merged into Brahman effulgence, they will fall down and get the body of trees. They have degraded, glide down to the such lowest level of consciousness, that is covered consciousness. So they are such materialistic persons are better than that, isn't it? Better than the mumukhyus, those who desire liberation and merge into body of the Lord or merge into Brahman effulgence. Isn't it? Purport, you read.
Purport. Those who desire liberation by merging into the existence of God do not desire sense gratification within the material world.
They don't desire sense gratification.
On the other hand, they have no information about serving the lotus feet of the Lord.
Yes.
Consequently, they are doomed to stand like trees for many thousands of years.
Many thousand years stand like trees. What is the value of that? Yes.
Although trees are living entities, they are non-moving.
Non-moving. Yes, thavas are non-moving. Yes.
The liberated soul who attempts to merge into the existence of the Lord is no better than the trees.
Yes. No better than the trees.
Trees also stand in the Lord's existence because material energy and the Lord's energy are the same. Similarly, the Brahman effulgence is also the energy of the Supreme Lord. It is the same whether one remains in the Brahman effulgence or in the material energy, because in either there is no spiritual activity.
No spiritual activity. Yes.
Better situated are those who desire sense gratification and promotion to the heavenly planets.
They are better situated. Yes.
Such people want to enjoy themselves like denizens of heaven in gardens of paradise.
Yes.
They at least retain their individuality in order to enjoy life. But the impersonalists who try to lose their individuality also love both material and spiritual pleasure.
Yes.
The stone is immovable and has neither material nor spiritual activity.
But stone. Yes.
As far as the hard-working karmis are concerned, Srimad Bhagavatam 11.10.23 states,
Yes. Istveha devata jagyai sollatam jati jaggika munjita devavatpatra bhogam divya nijarjitam. Yes.
quote, after performing various sacrificial rituals for elevation to the heavenly planets, the karmis go there and enjoy themselves with the demigods to the extent that they have obtained the results of pious activities. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 9:20 through 21, Trividya mam soma paputa papa yagnar isva svargatim pratyante
Yes.
te punya masaja surindra lokam ashnanti divyan divi deva bhogan te tam bhukva svarga lokam vishalam kshine punye
Atyalopam visanti.
evam tre dharmam anupapana gatagatam kama kama labhante.
Yes. Verses in Bhagavad Gita. Yes.
Quote, those who study the Vedas and drink soma juice, seeking the heavenly planets, worship me indirectly. They take birth in the planet of Indra, where they enjoy godly delights. When they have thus enjoyed heavenly sense pleasure, they return to this mortal planet again. Thus, through the Vedic principles, they achieve only flickering happiness. End of quote. Therefore, after finishing the results of pious activities, the karmis again return to this planet in the form of rain.
One of rain. The rain. Yes.
And they begin their life as grass and plants in the evolutionary process.
Grass and plant begin and the process again. Yes. Finished? Huh? Purport finished? Another quote is there, purport not given. 4th canto 29, chapter 29, verse. Devo manusya tirjagvagata karma gunam bhava. 4:29:29.
Devo manushas tiryagva.
Datha karma gunam bhava. Yes.
Covered by the mode of ignorance and material nature, the living entity is sometimes a male, sometimes a female, sometimes a eunuch.
Eunuch. Yes.
Sometimes a human being, sometimes a demigod,
Yeah.
sometimes a bird, sometimes an animal, and so on.
Yes.
In this way, he is wandering within the material world. His acceptance of different types of bodies is brought about by his activities under the influence of the modes of nature.
Yes. You understand? Then Ramananda said, finished? Arasagya kako chuse jnana nimba phale. Arasagya kako chuse jnana nimba phale. Arasagya ko kilaka primamro mukule. Arasagya ko kilakaya primamro mukule. Avagya ganiya swan do Jesus ko jnano. Avagya ganiya swan do Jesus ka jnana. Krishna prima mritapano kori bhagyavana. Krishna prema mritapana kari bhagyavana. Here it says kako, kukila, crow and cuckoo. Who is crow, who is cuckoo? And what the food for crow and what the food for cuckoo? Here it says, yes.
Ramananda Roy continued, those who are devoid of all mellows are like the crows.
Like crows, yes.
Crows that suck the juice from the bitter fruits of the neem tree of knowledge.
Jnana is like crows. Dry philosophy, dry yarn. Speculators. You understand? Those who adopt the process of ascending, adopt ascending process, speculators. Jnana is dry knowledge only. Such philosophers, they are like crows. They are like crows. Do you understand? They cannot relish the sweet nectar and mellow. They eat that bitter fruit of neem tree. Yes. Jnana nimba phala. Dry knowledge like bitter fruit of neem tree. And crow-like persons, they eat it. Yes, then.
Whereas those who enjoy mellows are like the cuckoos.
Cuckoos, yes.
Who eat the buds of the mango tree of love of Godhead.
Yes. And they say, devotees, premi bhaktas. Those are premi bhaktas, they are like cuckoos. You understand? The crow and cuckoos look alike. Black body, black feathers. Isn't it? Crow and cuckoo. Look alike. Feathers are black, isn't it? And it is said also, the cuckoo lays eggs and puts it in the nest of a crow. Yes, but because that bird cuckoo cannot hatch it, for hatching the egg, the cuckoo puts its eggs in the nest of crows. Then the hatching time comes and the crow hatches and the cuckoo, child comes up. When the time comes to produce sound, the crow said, say, caw, caw. She said, coo, coo. Hey, what are you, coo? Different sound is not It doesn't belong to me. So the crows try to, let's say.
Peck 'em. Peck 'em?
Yes, pick it. And then it flies away. It flies away and goes to Gour's family. That's it. Boy said, you're saying something different. They say, ka, ka, ka. He said, koo, koo, koo. Small. The dry philosophers, Suska Jnani, dry knowledge, those who adopt the ascending process, speculators, they are crow-like persons, crow-like. You understand? They are crow-like person. They only eat the bitter fruits of neem tree. Yam means like bitter fruit of neem tree. They can relish the sweet nectar and mellow. You understand? That the Premi Bhakta relishes.